The path to genuine happiness through mudita. In a world filled with competition and comparison, finding genuine happiness can be a challenge. Many of us often experience feelings of envy or frustration when we see others achieving success or enjoying their lives. However, Buddhism offers a unique practice that can help transform these negative emotions into a source of inner joy and peace. This practice is known as mudita, which means appreciative joy or sympathetic joy. It teaches us to rejoice in the happiness of others and to let go of the tendency to compare ourselves with them. The essence of mudita. At its core, mudita is the ability to be genuinely happy for others when they experience success, joy, or well-being. This concept is different from what we typically encounter in our day-to-day lives. Imagine scrolling through social media on a bad day and seeing pictures of people enjoying their vacations, celebrating milestones, or simply having a great time. For many, the immediate reaction might be to feel disheartened or to think, "Why isn't my life like that?" This feeling can quickly escalate into envy or resentment. However, mudita encourages a shift in mindset. Instead of letting negative emotions take over, we can choose to genuinely celebrate the happiness of others. By doing so, we free ourselves from the burden of jealousy and create a space in our hearts for joy and contentment. The nature of our minds and the challenge of change. One of the reasons that practicing mudita can be challenging is that our minds are naturally inclined to envy. For a long time, many of us have been conditioned to compare ourselves with others, whether it's in terms of wealth, success, appearance, or achievements. This comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. The Buddha teaches that the mind is like a garden. Whatever seeds we plant and nurture will eventually grow. If we've been cultivating the seeds of envy and comparison for years, they may have taken root deeply. To practice mudita, we need to start planting new seeds, seeds of joy for others' success. While it might be difficult at first, with consistent effort, we can reprogram our minds. As we get used to celebrating the happiness of others, it becomes more natural, and over time, we find that our own sense of well-being improves. Practical steps to cultivate mudita. Now, let's explore how to bring mudita into practice in our daily lives. It starts with a conscious decision to wish others well. When you see someone achieving something, instead of feeling envy, silently think, "May they continue to succeed. May their joy increase." You can start with people close to you, your family, friends, and colleagues. For example, if a friend gets a promotion at work, instead of feeling left behind, take a moment to genuinely feel happy for their progress. This small shift in perspective can make a significant difference in your emotional state. As you extend this practice, you can begin to wish well-being for people beyond your immediate circle, neighbors, people in your community, and even those you encounter online. One effective way to internalize this practice is to incorporate it into a daily meditation routine. Spend a few minutes each day sitting quietly, focusing on the thought, "May all beings be happy. May all beings find peace." Visualize the people you know and those you don't, wishing them joy and success. This practice helps reinforce the habit of feeling joy for others, turning it into a natural part of your mindset. Examples of mudita in everyday life. 1. A workplace example. Imagine you work in a competitive environment where promotions are hard to come by. You see a colleague who has been promoted, while you have been working just as hard but haven't seen the same success. Instead of allowing envy to take root, practice mudita. Reflect on the fact that your colleague's success is well-deserved, and that they likely put in considerable effort. This shift in perspective can transform how you view their accomplishment, turning what could have been a source of bitterness into an opportunity for personal growth. 2. Social media and comparison. Social media is a common trigger for feelings of inadequacy. Seeing friends traveling, celebrating weddings, or achieving personal milestones can make one feel left out. However, applying mudita here can have a profound impact. Instead of scrolling with resentment, try to genuinely appreciate their joy. Comment with positive thoughts, or simply smile and feel happy for them. This practice helps you become a source of positive energy, both for yourself and others. 3. Family relationships. Mudita is also important in family dynamics. For example, siblings may sometimes feel a sense of rivalry or jealousy over achievements. If one sibling excels in academics while another struggles, it can lead to feelings of envy. However, with mudita, the struggling sibling can learn to be genuinely happy for their sibling's success. This attitude not only strengthens family bonds, but also creates a more supportive and loving environment. Personal reflections on mudita. As I started to incorporate mudita into my life, I noticed a gradual shift in how I approached challenges and successes, both mine and others. There were times when it was difficult, especially when I felt I deserved something that others received instead. But over time, I learned that by genuinely being happy for others, I was not diminishing my own worth or achievements. Instead, I was creating a more peaceful mind space for myself. One of the most powerful realizations I had was that envy never propels us forward. When we envy someone, we focus on what we lack rather than what we can achieve. Mudita flips this mindset. It allows us to celebrate the success of others while staying motivated to pursue our own goals without the weight of jealousy dragging us down. Mudita is a path to self-improvement. Practicing mudita isn't just about making others feel good. It has direct benefits for ourselves. When we let go of envy, we free up mental and emotional energy that can be redirected toward our own growth and well-being. It helps us break free from the cycle of negative comparisons, allowing us to focus on our personal progress. For example, rather than seeing a peer's success as a threat, we can see it as inspiration. If a friend starts a successful business, instead of feeling left behind, we can learn from their journey and perhaps find insights that can help us in our own ventures. Mudita turns others' achievements into a source of learning and motivation rather than a cause for self-doubt. The power of mudita in a competitive world. In a society that often emphasizes individual achievement and competition, mudita is a radical act. It challenges us to rise above the need to be better than others and to instead find joy in shared happiness. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive for personal success or improvement. Rather, it means that our progress shouldn't come at the expense of resenting others' achievements. By embracing mudita, we create a culture of support and encouragement. When we uplift others, we contribute to a more positive and compassionate world. This, in turn, fosters a sense of community and connection that is often lacking in a world driven by comparison. Embracing mudita for a happier life. Mudita is more than just a practice. It is a way of being that allows us to experience true happiness. It is a gentle reminder that our joy doesn't have to be in conflict with the joy of others. By learning to celebrate the successes and happiness of those around us, we cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. The journey toward mastering mudita may not be easy, especially in a world that often encourages comparison. However, the rewards of this practice are profound. As we gradually let go of envy and embrace appreciative joy, we find that our own hearts become lighter, our relationships deepen, and our lives become richer with genuine happiness. Mudita teaches us that there is enough happiness in the world for everyone. When we rejoice in the happiness of others, we are not diminishing our own capacity for joy. Instead, we are expanding it. This is the wisdom that Buddhism offers, a path to a life where happiness is not a competition, but a shared celebration.